Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. So if you've been watching the series I've been doing on games I bought in the PlayStation Store New Year's sale, I did mention in a couple of the videos I might break into that series if I had any gaming news I thought was worth talking about, and some things come up. It's not a huge thing, but I've mentioned it on the channel before a few times, so I thought I would give it a little bit of coverage, which is that PlayStation have removed about 1,000, a bit more than 1,000 actually, I think 1,100 and something, of shovelware games from the PlayStation Store PS5, PS4, which is good. If you're not sure what shovelware is, I'm sure everyone really is if you're watching this channel. It's games that are very low quality, often just there to get people to make trophies, but for cheap, basically, because they're very cheap games and you can get platinum trophies and all the trophies you want very easily, so people get them for that reason. And often they're just rehashes of different games, like man jumps into pool, woman jumps into pool, man jumps into box. They're just literally, I'm exaggerating, but that's literally what they are. They're just rehashes of the same kind of thing. I think one of the things I saw was jumping taco and jumping burger, which is almost what I said, so they are pretty basic rehashes, and they've removed them. They're all made by apparently a German publisher called THI Games, THI Games. Don't know them, probably just as well, because they make rubbish games and shovelware games. I'm not quite sure, because PlayStation's never 100% transparent with things they do or why, so why they particularly targeted this publisher, I don't know, because there's plenty of other publishers that have shovelware games on PlayStation, and this isn't all the games that have been removed, there's loads of others, so there must be a specific reason, I don't know. But anyway, it's a good thing. It's nowhere near enough, but it's a good thing. One thing that I said before, and I'll say again, is that a lot of these games, apart from being rubbish and low quality, aren't necessarily spam or malware or things like that. They're just games that are there because people can get the trophies very easily and they want lots of trophies. And I would say that that's gamers' problem as well. It's PlayStation's problem, but also there's a demand for it. If those games didn't sell, no one would be making them. So the fact that people, and even if there are shovelware and malware games on PlayStation that are very cheap and knockoffs and rubbish, it's because people are looking for these games where they can get very simple trophies. I don't think anyone, or very few people anyway, buy those games thinking this is going to be a great game, because we all know in the PlayStation Store sale, which I've been covering games from recently, you can get really great games that are usually £20-30 for like a few pounds. So why would you buy a game that's just generally £1? We wouldn't, of course you wouldn't. So yeah, there might be an odd person who just goes on there and thinks, oh, that looks great, if they never experienced the PlayStation Store before. But other than that, it's people who want cheap trophies. And I would say that, you know, we all have to take responsibility for that, because it's a bit like, I don't care anymore. I have a gaming channel, I've been gaming for decades, but I don't have any interest in whether I get a trophy for this or a trophy for that. It's probably been an odd thing in a game, maybe once or twice literally, where I thought I'd like a trophy for that specific thing. I think there was one in Watch Dogs Legion that I really wanted, I can't remember what it was, but it would have to be a game I really liked, that I dropped a lot of time into. It might have been one in XCOM, and it would only be a specific trophy for something I thought I'd done tons and there's one more achievement I needed to get that trophy, or there was something I've done that I had already that I could use to get the trophy. And it would have to be a game like I said, I dropped hundreds of hours in, and generally I don't care about that stuff. I haven't got any platinum trophies at all, and I don't care at all, and I don't mind if anyone knows it. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. So I think that anyone who's on PlayStation looking for shovelware or just easy games to get trophies in, you really need to think about what you're doing. These trophies don't matter. No one's going to give you an award. You're not going to get an Oscar or anything for having them, and really no one cares. If you care about trophies, good for you, that's fine, that's valid, but care about trophies for games that have got difficult trophies, or games you care about, or games you play a lot. Don't buy cheap rubbish games just because you want to get easy trophies, because that's a bit like someone buying an Olympic medal or a war medal and wearing it, although they've not done the activity, just because they want to have the trophy. It's not good. It doesn't really reflect well on you. And to be honest, as on PlayStation, you know, if you got trophies for a very poor game, a shovelware game, people can look at your profile and they'll see what game platinum trophies, and you think that's going to impress people. Someone can easily go on your profile and see that you've got them for Jacob's burger tossing or taco run or whatever it might be, and so they're going to think you're dumb and rather sad. So stop it, don't do it. It doesn't make any sense, it doesn't have any purpose. Trophies are only there to be something that we can achieve that's worthwhile, and once it becomes something we just want because it's a trophy, especially with games that are rubbish in the first place just to get them, it becomes devalued for everybody, to be honest. So yeah, anyway, good for PlayStation. Like I said, it's not everything. They need really to, you know, make sure there's no games of bad quality malware, spyware, shovelware on the store. I don't think that's too much to ask. They have way less games than Steam to police, so I don't think it's too much to ask, but at least, you know, they're getting there. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Next time I'll be back to the series of games I bought in the PlayStation store sale, and that wasn't for trophies. Take care for now.